naked, and we have one of our semi-final matches of the day. We have Trident versus T1 Dotters. That last game, the hard point, it was Trident's game all the way until the last 90 seconds, and they gave it on a silver platter to T1.
Yeah, well, they had control of that last hold point, the top hill near the parking lot really well, and as I said, you could hold that down for the whole 60 seconds on the traverse. The other team can hold it down if they kick you out of it, but that pretty much won them the game, and then it was sort of scrap points for the next one, but even though it was scrap, they had control of that as well, and they sort of ran away with it, and even in that last 20 seconds, it was pretty much, we knew it was over, but it was a really good game from Trident, and going into S&D, it's Dotter's bread and butter, as he says, tweeted 40 times today. But in saying that, as I said, there's some really good S&D players on that other team.
There are indeed, and of course, Macca would have to be one of them. He's very highly experienced, one of the older players in this squad. As he's a guy to mention, as you said, 45 kills he dropped in that last game. Now, unfortunately, they did, of course, lose that, but moving into S&D, no respawns. He might need to play a little bit differently and adjust his game style. But anyway, we're going to be getting into this game now. We've got S&D, and we're going to be watching the squad of Trident on the attack here. And they decided to just, leave the bomb behind there for a little bit. Envy has decided to pick it up, and he's going to be running down towards the deck area here. And now, as he's up in front, just running attack for him, just making sure he's nice and safe. I might actually jump over to Azzy, and I'll chuck on this CoD vision mode. We'll see if he can spot anyone. There was a player just around the outside, and there he is. And look at this. How easy was that for this squad?
I love to eat my words, and I did just then. They just dominated that first round. Much similar to what they did to VQ. They took control after losing that first map, and they went and 4 down the very first round, but I think Fate did pick up one then. But in saying that, as he went big again, I was talking him up, obviously, and I'm going to continue to do that, is from someone to go from an unknown to go to a player competing with these top players and going above and beyond and standing out from these top players. That's a really good thing.
It is indeed, but as you just mentioned, we saw these T1 guys. They dropped a game very early to VQ in that last series on that S&D on Riot, and they're doing the same here. They've just lost their first round again, but this is where they turn it around. This is where it seems to be turned around. They've got the bomb in hand. They're on the aggression. Issei has that scope in the back pocket. We just saw a trade there. They basically traded out Fate for Azzy, which was probably a smart move, given how much we've hyped up Azzy and how well he's been playing. Issei's just watching the flank, and as you can see, he's watching ghosts back there because all of these players are on this far right side of the map. There's a bit of a push here by one player, and that's going to be Chileans paying for that. Damage and Issei are the only ones left alive up against Hysteria, Envious, and Macca. Issei still has that bomb in hand, and he's going to be trying to do the sneaky plant here as a couple of players are all looking around the middle of the map. Let's see how they react to this plant going down. Let's jump over to Macca from Trident. He's going to be pushing through tree and looking down towards this pool side of the map. He's looking through, spots one player, and the heavy tags were out, but Damage was going to shut him down. Issei also getting a kill. Now, before you know it, a 1v1 scenario of Hysteria versus Issei, and look at this. Issei shuts that down nice and quick, tying things up one apiece, and this is exactly what I was talking about. It did just come down to a 1v1, but this is where T1 usually swing it around. They go a little bit shaky on their first round, and then they're like, oh wait, this is S&D. We just carved this up.
Get out of my house, basically.
Yeah, this is what it's like.
I am the captain now.
Yeah, they are the captain. They've taken over. They've got the wheel in hand. Let's see where they guide it, or otherwise they might just guide the ship straight into rocks and get the whole shipwreck going. I'm going too far with this analogy, but I dig it. We're going to be jumping over with the Trident squad now and see what these guys can do on their aggressive push. We've got Envious with the bomb in hand, Hysteria and Azzy. Well, Hysteria is up the back there. Azzy's the man pushing forward here, down near the deck here, and he's going to find the player in front of him, but a lot of nades are going to be taking him down. That's how he's going to be basically shut up, I guess. Chilean now is going to be down on the A plant, and he knows there's a player just to his right, or at least I think he does. He might have got those shots out. He's basically just playing, just daring that player to come out, and he was lured out, and now we're going to be seeing this Trident squad just come back with another point.
They actually, when I was just thinking about it a second ago, the dynamic of this team is really unique. You've got Azzy, who's a very aggressive player, Macca, who's one of the smartest aggressive S&D players, and then you've got Hysteria and Envious, and I've played these guys for 4 or 5 years now. They're very, very passive players, but at the same time they're smart. They don't let you get through with things. So having that transition with they're moving up and having that aggressiveness and defensiveness, it really throws off lots of teams, and that might be an asset for them against Otters.
It may be. Like I totally agree with that. And everything you just said shone through right then. And it's really interesting. You did say Azzy is the really aggressive one. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays. And as we say that, he's playing pretty passive on these stairs here. He did spot the player over in the pool there. And unfortunately, Fate's just going to get the better of him. We're on with Chilean now from the T1 squad. Let's jump over to Issei, who's got the bomb in hand. And they're going to be trying to make a probably a push on this A bomb. But they need to be careful because you've got Envious here, who's just overlooking that area from, he's just inside that building there. There's a couple of players right outside the door. And it's going to be interesting how he makes a move here once this bomb goes down. If it does, Issei might spot him here. Let's see how this is going to go down. He needs to see the player just inside there. And in fact, I think that guy might have been spotted. Yes, it was. It was Envious. Damage did indeed take him down there. And look at this. Just like that, T1 have answered back, making things two apiece. It might go to and fro until we get to game 11. Who knows? Yeah,
really, I think we've seen the same thing. Whoever gets the opening kill has been winning the rounds. So they've gone through, they've gotten control, and you sort of push them out. It's a weird kind of S&D map. I haven't had much experience on it, but I'm pretty sure that is the bomb site to go to.
I think so as well, and you see the ASM1 just coming up big for Fate. They're able to get that final kill. Now we're going to be going back across to this Trident squad and see basically how these guys go on the attack. We've saw them before, very, very aggressive, especially from their teammate Azzy. He's currently going even money on his KD, but again, he's usually the most aggressive member of his squad. He's going to be jumping up, having maybe a little bit of a dip here. He deserves a bit of a break, the old chap. Now there is a player just around the corner, and does he spot him? He does spot him. He may have just given away his position though without getting any tags on though. Look at this crazy fire out. He does eventually get the kill on Fate, but too much attention was drawn to him, and Damage was able to jump up there and clean him up. Let's jump over and check out Envious and where he's at with the bomb. He spots one player jumping around the corner. That's Chilean, and he was able to clean that up. We've got a 1 versus 3 scenario. It's all up to Damage to stop this plant, and I don't know what he's going to be able to do here, Naked.
He needs to definitely pick up this first kill. He's right behind Hysteria, so if he doesn't watch out here, he's just going to jump over his head and get shot in the back, which I'm thinking we're going to see. Which happens.
Yep.
But yeah, pretty much he was in between a rock and a hard place. Not a Bill Wall and another Bill Wall. It wasn't that hard of a situation, but
that's a hard situation.
It is.
It really is. So Hysteria was able to clean up that kill quite easily on Damage, who basically just had the reflex to jump down straight towards where that plant was. So now we're seeing a 3-2 scoreline. We've got Trident ahead by the 1 point, and we're now seeing T1 back on the attack. And look, I think if Trident can just take out this round and just get that little bit of an edge, I think it might give them what they need just to shake up this T1 squad, because I'm still waiting for where T1 brings the pain and just ruffle stomps everyone.
Yeah, well, I completely was wrong about this in 110%, and there you go, a double opener sniper kills, was it? Or might have been one with a gun, but another one was a sniper. So I was completely wrong about this S&D, but I did think at the same time that they were good S&D players and they could pull it together. I just didn't think they would do it against Dotters.
I didn't think so either. We do know that S&D is the Dotters game type. The D in S&D actually stands for Dotters, so I actually thought they were really going to come and bring it. But look, bomb in hand at Issei is trying to watch the flank. There is a player just playing overhead, and I think they might have been spotted as he jumped up high. Trident Maka is keeping an eye out down on the deck area. He just needs to watch himself here. We are again in a 3v2 scenario. It is looking good for Trident. Look at this. This player jumps up high. Maka taking his time there, really.
Yeah, he was really waiting for another one at the same time. Maka's really, really smart like that. He knew if he shot and didn't get the kill, someone else might kill him, so he's probably hoping for a second player to come out there.
And it was an intelligent play, and as you see there, Issei was spotted, and look, before you know it, Trident now have a 2-point lead, 4-2. I think I can hear the Trident chants from here, because, look, it's going to be good if they could come back here.
Imagine if they had won that first map, then going into the S&D, in Dotter's head, imagine losing the S&D after you've lost the first map, thinking that you've pretty much got 2 wins in the bag, then going to another respawn game type. It's kind of scary.
It really is. Like, they're just trading positions of where these teams should be winning. Obviously, you saw T1 just clutch that hard point in the first game. Now the S&D, where it should be all Dotters. It's coming up big for this Trident squad. Let's see if they hopefully don't choke. That's what I'm hoping for. They've got the bomb in the hand here of Envious. It's in his backpack. He's going to be running towards this A plant as you usually see. Let's go have a jump on with Chilean from T1 Dotters. He's got his eyes locked on to that A-bomb as he is just around the corner here. So we've got a bit of an old standoff happening here. Look at these players. We've got a few players right up on the north side of the map, basically just checking out what's going on up there. It's interesting that both teams have sent one player up there, which is what you like to see. Chilean in there, getting the shots on Azzy. Azzy, I thought, might have been able to come back there, but instead Chilean picks up the big two-piece on the aggressors, which were Envious and Azzy. Now, they know where he is most probably. We've got a 4v2 scenario here. Hysteria and Maka both have to watch themselves. Hysteria picked up that kill there on damage. He knows there's another player right on the bomb. Let's see if he checks the corner, and there it is. No, Chilean shuts that down, so we've got 3 kills to Chilean just in this round. It's all up to Maka. 1v3 scenario, 25 seconds left in the round. He wants to try and take out these 3 players fast. He doesn't want to go worrying about the bomb. Now, Chilean straight ahead of him. There's a player right above him. Finds Chilean, gets him down. There's one player right up the top, spots him, shots out. Nice work. That's a big two-piece. Taking down Issei as well. There's one player left. He needs to take him out. There he is. Fate downwind.
Ooh.
Oh!
That's what Maka can do. Like, that's what he does.
Maka, he was bringing it. He was bringing it. I was feeling it. I was listening to the Maka Symphony before it was the record was just ripped off by Fate, finishing things up there to get another point on the board for T1. 4-3 is your score right now, thanks to Fate bringing it home in that last round for T1. Still in front, we've got Trident. They've been looking pretty good lately.
Daughters finally were broken on attack by Trident, and then Trident just gave an attack back, so now they're back on the attack again, so that advantage they had is now gone.
Yeah, and this is where we'll probably see, as you've just said, we'll go back to where it was with T1, probably taking out this round. But look, our prediction of being so far off right now, really I thought this game would have been over now. We're going into, this is round 8, and look at that. Dirty, dirty scope by Issei there. And yeah, this is round 8. I shouldn't have got to here. I thought it would have been done and dusted by now. I expected another 6-1 win to these guys. But look, this plant's going down. Issei's doing his best. All 3 players that are left of this Trident squad are all on the east side of the map. As he's going to find a player in the pool and doesn't spot him in time. So Fate's going to get that kill. It's up to Maka and Hysteria now. Maka with the downrange shots. Long-range tags there, unable to finish it up as he gets dropped in the back by Fate, as we saw just before. So we've got Hysteria and Maka. Maka's got that scope out. Oh! Timing worked for us for a change. We got that on stream for you guys. That was a beautiful shot. Look at the awareness from Maka. Oh my God. Stopped us in our tracks. Maka, we thought you had that too, buddy. Don't worry. I think that was every tag that ever existed just then. He wasn't able to get that. Let's look at it from Damage's screen.
I'd be upset.
What?
I'd be really upset with that one.
Maka would be on tilt.
After that great scope too, just came out.
That was...
Enough said.
Yeah, moving on. We're going to be watching this Trident squad on the attack here. Maka's going to try and get some revenge for this. He's got the scope out. He's trying to jump up high, get these crazy scopes out again. Unfortunately, not seeing anything. Let's jump back over with Envious. He's got the bomb in hand, and he's being backed up here as he's right in front. He's running point for him as he goes 6-6. Even money. Finds a couple of players in that building there once again. Needs to watch himself. We will just very quickly jump back over to Maka, and there is a player around here. I'm not sure if he's going to spot him. Indeed, he will. So that will be Fate being dropped. Issei got taken down by Hysteria. So we've got a 4v2 situation. Chilean and Damage are the only ones left alive for the T1 squad. And one of them is just going to be around the corner here as he needs to get that awareness. And look, there he is. Chilean. Oh, outplayed. Can he get the 2-piece? No. But it's not going to matter. He did get the tags out, and it was just all there for the Trident squad to finish up. Now, if we keep going 1-for-1 here, we are going to see Trident win. They are only 1 round away now. T1 need 2 in a row to clutch the victory. I'm feeling Trident here. I thought Maka... I just feel sorry for Maka. He did get the final kill there. So, look, we at least know he still has the ability to kill. It was questionable after that round on Chilean. But, look, if they can bring it home here, it's going to tie things up in the series, 1 apiece, which it's going to turn into, I know it's going to turn into another amazing series. And it has been so far, which we've seen Maka coming back with that huge snipe just then on Issei. Let's see if he can pick up another one. I want to see this, folks. Damage is down there on heading towards the A plant as per usual. As he able to take down Fate as well. This is looking very good for Trident right now. 4v2 scenario right now. Damage and Chilean, the only ones left alive. They need to get it down. Look, we have to stay with Maka here. He knows that bomb carrier's down there. Oh, just misses him. He tries to look at him again. That bomb carrier is running for his life. He's the only one left alive. We need to follow this. There's a player up ahead of him. That's going to be Azzy. Again, as I said, it's a 4v1 scenario. Let's hope that he can try and at least take down one or two of these players, but Trident are playing really strong. He's going to not check his flank. I think that might have been Azzy.
On the side. No, yeah. Azzy might have been Azzy. That was Hysteria. Azzy was in the corner who he was trying to get.
Yeah, so damage, yeah, he just got blindsided, and it's going to be Trident taking this out. Very, very nice game here, guys. 6-4, Trident's way. T1 Daughters loses an S&D.
It's game on, really, because now you'd be worried if your Daughters losing an S&D after convincingly winning going against these players. And as I said, I didn't think they'd win, but I knew they had good players. And another good thing to mention is Maka was actually previously just dropped from this team about 5 days ago from Daughters. So he's gone. And if he can manage to take out his old team, it'll be obviously everyone likes to see the underdog story. Yeah, we do love it. Maka, look, it's great that Trident came back and won that. I would have hated to be Maka if they lost that. But look, they came back. 6-4. Excellent work to these guys. Hysteria dropping the 2.5 KD. It went all their way. And again, as I said, T1 dropping an S&D, which is quite interesting indeed. These guys are now 1 apiece in this best of 5 series. Guys, let us know in the chat who you think is going to take it out. We've got T1 Daughters up against Trident. We're heading into Game 3, which is going to be Capture the Flag. Don't you guys go anywhere.